Did Coach Prime misjudge the timing of announcing the retirement of the jerseys for Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter, or did he just get it wrong? Let's talk about it. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching the #1 college football show, welcome. Thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round, so if that is something that you are into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and you leave a comment below. Tell me, do you think, A, that Deion Sanders was right to call for the retirement of Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter? And B, do you think he got the timing right as well? I think there's a number of things to unpack here, right? And I think I have a little bit of insight into this, but go with me for a second. So I wrote a piece about Deion Sanders and his impact at Colorado and what he still wants to do there. This coming just weeks after he has become the highest paid black college football coach in history, making over $10 million with his extension. He is one of just 3 coaches to go from being an HBCU head coach to an FBS head coach in the history of the sport. The first man to do that was also the first black man to be an FBS coach, Willie Jeffries at Wichita State, which don't even have a football program anymore. It's been that long, 1979. And then 43 years later, Deion Sanders becomes the second. And then, not long after Deion Sanders became the second, Eddie George became the third, going from Tennessee State to Bowling Green State. Both of those coaches, and Coach Jeffries for that matter, done remarkable things so far, right? We also have seen Prime take a 5-star player, get him to commit to an FCS school and HBCU, win championships there, going 26-7, going 12-1, 11-2, go to Colorado, take over a 2-win team, make it a 4-win team, then make it a 9-win team, and then put a Heisman Trophy on the shelf at Boulder, Colorado. Given what Travis Hunter was able to accomplish in 2024, we might never see another season like that. You knew his jersey was going to be retired. He won the Biletnikoff Award, which is for the best wide receiver in the sport, and the Bednarik Award, which is for the best defensive player in the sport. He also had over 1,200 yards receiving and damn near 100 catches while playing both ways and having multiple interceptions. He's still the only player in the history of the sport to have a 1,000-yard receiving season, 10 TDs, and multiple interceptions. Charles Woodson couldn't do it. Chris Gamble couldn't do it. Champ Bailey couldn't do it. All those guys pretty damn good at playing the sport of football. I think 12 was always going to get retired. Doesn't need to be retired right now. Get to that. So let's talk about Shedeur Sanders, which I think is the more controversial retirement of the two. Number 2 has the single-season passing record at Colorado on a team that won 9 games and finished atop the Big 12 standings, tied atop the Big 12 standings, with an opportunity to play in a for real bowl game against a really good BYU team. You got to go back to Joel Class 2005 Colorado team that backdoored into the conference championship after Iowa State couldn't close the deal. For the last time, you can talk about a Colorado team being atop the Big 12 in a tie for first place. Now, Mike McIntyre's team in 2016 is also pretty damn good, but that's who you're being compared to. You're also talking about a quarterback that took a lot of hits and is likely to still be one of the first players selected in the NFL draft, probably number 2 in the NFL draft, having conversations with the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants because those are places where he could be. And I would love to see him be a New York Giant because that quarterback room would be him, Russell Wilson, and Jameis Winston. Could be one of the most entertaining quarterback rooms that we have ever seen in the NFL, given just the prayer meeting alone. Like the Sunday morning devotional is about to be so fire. It's going to be so good. But you've seen the backlash that has come with Deion saying, we're going to retire these jerseys on Saturday at the spring game, national television, they have this game. Why now? I think, A, would this have happened if they had been able to get their game scheduled with Syracuse past the football oversight committee? I have real conversation, like I would really like to know that answer. It may still have happened, right? It might still be a thing, but I wonder, because at the point that this was happening, right, it's after we come to find out that Prime is trying to find ways to connect with people, the people that love Colorado football. He's trying to get them to show up to Folsom Field and watch them play. Knowing that they were probably going to be the only team, they were going to be the only team to play another team on a spring game, and it would be appointment television for all of us because it's not just novel, it's something we want. at a time when spring football is going away because nobody wants to do it anymore, mostly because the juice isn't worth the squeeze. He still wanted to do it, wants spring football to survive. So the Football Oversight Committee scuttles Syracuse versus Colorado this year for its reasons. But as I was talking to Prime, he's saying, look, everybody's taking a hit on this, right? I'm taking a hit on this, meaning the University of Colorado. I'm trying to find a way to get people to show up to watch us play. And at the time, hadn't crossed my mind, and he didn't tell me that they were going to retire the jerseys of Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. But since that has been announced earlier this week, you've seen not just basics online saying, hey, I don't like this. You've seen guys that are actually in the Hall of Fame at Colorado, like Chad Brown, linebacker, who made the point that he believes that both Shedeur and Travis and Shedeur are good representatives of guys that should have their jerseys retired at Colorado. But he also would say, but it's coming before the 1991 national championship team gets its honors. And if one should get its honors, it's probably the team that won a national championship, as opposed to a couple of players that have brought notoriety and publicity to the school. And again, I have questions about, would we have done this in years before Prime? We would have had these conversations. You've got people that are saying Cordell Stewart is more worthy of having his jersey retired at Colorado than Shedeur Sanders. And I'm going, I don't know about that, dog. Like, did he throw a deep bomb over the top of Ty Law's dead body to Michael Westbrook? Absolutely, he did. Did he turn out to be Slash? Yes. Was he better quarterback than Darren Hagan? No. But he was Slash. And the notoriety that came with being Slash at Colorado in 1995 is tremendous. I still have to remind players that Rashawn Salam won a Heisman Trophy at Colorado as a tailback. He went out and people pour one out for him all the time. Does he have his jersey retired? Yeah, he does, because he won the Heisman Trophy. I continue to look at it and ask, who's mad about this? Players that feel like they are being overlooked at Colorado. Okay. And fans that believe that this has come too soon. We're used to jersey retirements taking time well after someone has retired, well after someone has hung them up. As a matter of fact, to get in the College Football Hall of Fame, you have to be out of college football for the better part, or stop playing football, at the professional level, 5 years, I think it is. So you've seen guys that are eligible for the College Football Hall of Fame that haven't made it yet, that you going, why is it not? And I think of it this way, and as far as Hall of Fame conversations and jersey retirements, they're for us. Like the Dallas Cowboys Ring of Honor, they're for us. The dead don't care. They're gone. They don't care. The people that are upset that they're going to watch Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders get their jerseys retired at Colorado feel like they should have their jerseys retired, or somebody that they like should have their jerseys retired. I don't think this is coming from a place of, I don't think these dudes should have their jerseys retired at all. I think it's, they jumped the line. I think that's what it is. You have a problem with people jumping the line. That's America, dog. People jump the line all the time. We do it for rich. We do it for famous. We do it for talent. People jump the line. Travis Hunter gets to jump the line because he is generational. Shedeur Sanders gets to jump the line because he is generational and noteworthy and famous. And more than that, athletic director Rick George is willing to carry this, right? The university is willing to carry this. And as long as they are, and the majority of Colorado fans are probably not going to point to this Colorado goes wins football games come August, not that big a deal. I think it has also served its function. You're talking about them. You've always been talking about them. I get so much grief for talking about Colorado on this show, even though it is one of the most fascinating programs in the entire country. And I genuinely enjoy not just watching them play, but following the storylines that go along with that program. I still get people that say they're tired of it. I'm going, but you're in the comments on a segment about Colorado football. Make me understand, because the same people that claim not to watch it are watching it. And the stuff that we have made in the past, say about Stanford firing its head coach for bullying, or SMU having a dream season, or Rich Rodriguez cleaning house at West Virginia. Y'all don't watch those. Y'all don't watch those. You don't care about those. You don't care about the sport. You care about the prominent story. And Deion gives you what you want to talk about. That is one of those don't hate the player, hate the game situations. It's one of the things I say. You get the journalism you deserve. You get the entertainment you deserve. The stuff you ask for, you are being provided. So if you are upset and you do have an opinion about Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders getting their jersey retired at little old Colorado, I would ask you, why? And then I would ask you, why do you need Deion Sanders to respond to this criticism? He needs to answer for a decision that was already made. It's already going to happen. And his response is the one that I thought, right? Which is, I'm not dealing with that, right? It is, if you really got it, that you want to get in your feelings about this, fine. There's nothing I'm going to be able to tell you that's going to change your mind on this, but we are doing it. And the university is better off with me than without me. And I think this is best for not just the program and my stewardship, but for us today. And I think he's right about that. I do.